Hey, Decluttering Club. Today I have a recorded Ask Me Anything video. Normally we do these live, but this one is recorded, so I just want to let you know about that because I am getting ready to hop on a plane and go to Nashville. So I will be probably in the air by the time that you watch this video. If you are watching live, drop me a comment. If you are watching on the replay, just drop a hashtag replay so I know that you saw this and so I can say hi. Today I want to talk about why does the clutter in your life, why does the stuff in your life, how does it make sense, right? Because I think so many of you are telling yourself, it shouldn't be this way. My house shouldn't look like this. It's not supposed to be this way. And when we feel like that, we think that something's wrong with us. And that can turn into shame. That's what shame is, right? Like there's something wrong with me. And when we are stuck in shame, we just want to hide, we want to avoid, we just want to run away. And if you're hiding and running away, you are not making positive change in your life. So today, I just want you to think about, how does it make sense that my kitchen has piles? Like literally, what is the reason or reasons? And they might be like little reasons like, oh, I just didn't put when I brought the mail in or someone brought the mail in the house, they dropped it on the kitchen counter and nobody ever came back and dealt with it. That could be a reason. That makes a lot of sense. The mail just didn't like appear on the kitchen counter. Somebody put it there and then nobody came and dealt with it. That's a perfectly logical reason. You may have other reasons. Maybe you just never learned how to clean up. Maybe you were taught we have to keep every last thing because that's what we do, right? If that is what you learned growing up and you never questioned that, well then absolutely, of course, obviously, the things are going to be piling up. It makes sense. It's very logical, right? Maybe you have a bigger cause in your life. Maybe somebody passed away. Maybe you had a traumatic event. Maybe there was a job loss, an illness, depression. All of those things will or can absolutely contribute to having a cluttered house. So let's say there was an illness. Someone in your family, maybe it was you or someone else, got sick and the house got messy because you didn't have the energy or the ability to keep up with it. And now here you are 5 years later and you just never got in front of it. Well, of course it makes sense, right? So you might say, well, my house shouldn't look like this. I was always organized, when I was growing up. Well, it's not supposed to look clean and organized because you weren't able to keep it up, right? And I really want you to just listen and just sit with this for a minute, right? Because a lot of people will tell me, no, it's not supposed to be this way. I don't like it. If I accept it like this, I'm never going to change it. But I want to tell you the opposite is true. If you accept it like this, if you understand with compassion why it is the way it is, and especially if you get specific on why it is the way it looks right now, just really objective, not with judgment, but just like, yes, we got sick, we didn't know how to clean it up, and here we are, right? If we get objective and specific, then we can have some compassion and some grace for ourselves. And when we have compassion for ourselves, now we're not in a hurry and we're not in a rush and we're not like miserable trying to fix it. Okay? Because here is the weird thing. You could fix it. You could clean it up. You could get busy. You could just get rid of, you could, bring in the shovels, throw it all out. But you are not going to feel different if that's all you do. That is not enough. Just cleaning up the external environment is not enough to feel any different. And so you might look around and think, okay, it looks great, but I still feel awful. And why is that, right? That's a huge disappointment. So we want to find acceptance and compassion along the way, right? As you are decluttering, you have to be okay with yourself. Okay. One thing that I always say to my community and to my members is that you are not your stuff. The way that your house looks is not you. You might not like it, but it's not you. You are not the mail on the counter. You are not the clothes on the floor of the closet. But we think we are. right? We think our house, our possessions are an extension of us. They literally are like our body on the outside. And that feels terrible. So I don't want that for you. So today, and leave me a comment on this with your answer. Why does it make sense from a place of non-judgment that you have the things that you have in your house, that your house looks the way it does? Think about that. Get really compassionate. Spend a little bit of time thinking about it, and see what comes up for you. All right. I'd love to hear it. Leave me a comment. Let me know. And I'll see you back here, same time next week. Take care, everyone.